Hello, friends. Welcome back to another important session SAP SD Credit Management. In our real time world, everyone can understand what is credit. If you buy a car, if you buy a house, if you're for personal need, you're taking loans, right? In the similar manner, customers also required credit to run their businesses. Let's see how it works with a simple example. So basically, if you see, credit management is the process of managing credit limits for customer. Who are all my customers? How would I manage my credit limits? Why require this concept? Why require this particular topic and software to handle at SAP level? Why it is still dynamic function? How many SAP versions also came into the market? The credit management has its own importance wherever the projects I have worked. Credit management comes partially under the preview of sales and distribution and partially under account receivable. Why it is in their sales and distribution, why it is there in account receivables of FSCO module. Okay, so whatever the limit, what is the credit limit? The credit limit which you are giving to your customer, it will be saved as a credit exposure. What is this credit exposure? So the credit management itself, it has its own terminology. It's not the complex, it's not a rocket science that we are going to break today in this introduction. Now let's go to the Excel. I'll just try to illustrate with a simple example. Okay, let's take an example. You are selling chocolates of 100 brands. Okay, so you are a chocolate manufacturing company. In that, you have a 10,000 customers, 10,000 valuable customers across the world from different countries. Okay, so these 100 brands, in that you might have fast moving items and slow moving brands also. So we don't try to get complicated with the brand terminology now. Let's try to understand. You have a certain distribution channels for your sales organization. Okay, you are going to sell your products. Let's take an example. UK is one sales organization. Okay, so this UK sales organization, your company is selling products at a primary channel to your wholesalers and your distributors, okay, and your retailers. Let's take an example. I have a X distributor. In a financial year, he's supposed to sell 1 lakh, maybe like, 10 lakh dollars, 10 lakh dollars worth of sales. Okay. So 10 lakh, he's having a rotation. Let's take an example. Every month, he's raising some 1,000 sales orders from this sales organization. That means he's raising 1,000 worth of 1,000 quantity of 1,000 number of sales orders every month to this sales organization. So so this is the target for him. So my company is running in a such a way that to encourage my customer to boost the sales, I have introduced them. You need not pay the total amount immediately. You can take the stock as a distributor or wholesaler from me, and you can sell it to your end users. That means your customers. So maybe like, if you see this example, UN UK, for that, X is my distributor customer. He is supposed to rise these sales, and he is not in a position to give the money on a rotation when he once he bought the stock. If he sell the stock to end user only, so for him, like, end user Mr. Joseph is there, okay, like Mike is there, like that. Too many users are there, they're buying chocolates on Christmas or whatever the business comes. So this distributor, in order to manage whatever the stock he bought it, so it depends on the seasonal or daily, it depends, he has to consume. So once the revenue is generated again, he will pump it back to this sales organization to buy the quantity. So you have a certain time limit, right? To manage that time limit, what my UK sales organization says, hey brother, distributor X, you can take the credit limit. Your credit limit is like 1 lakh dollar. So anytime, how many sales orders you can raise? Like, let's take an example. He raised first sales order. So he consumed some 2 lakhs. Okay. So this is 20,000. Let me add one more zero. Okay, this is 1 lakh. Let me add one more zero, 10 lakh. Okay. So 2 lakh. So in second sales order, he raised um, 10 lakh dollars is my credit limit. He raised one more sales order worth of 3 lakhs, total 5 lakhs. So total 5 lakhs means still he is having the credit limit of another 5 lakhs. Let's take an example. Let's consume it for this month equal to, okay, equal to, I'm just putting the formula to make the summation of this total. If you see this, it's the 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs total he consumed. So once he consumed the total, okay, whatever the 10 lakhs he utilized, that will come as a balance. Okay, so let's assume this 10 lakhs is credit limit for customer. Okay, my ex distributor. So he's not paid a single rupee back to my sales organization. So still he can able to utilize. What is the balance? What is the utilized balance? My total credit limit minus the total. So he can able to use another 5 lakhs. Let's take an example. Okay, he raised one more order, third order, third order with 4 lakhs. Okay, so my balance is, so now my what is my total says. First you try to understand this. So what is my total says? Okay, my total is equal to sum of these two. So that means 9 lakhs I utilized. What could be my balance? 10 lakhs minus 9 lakhs. So my balance would be obviously equal to minus 10 lakhs minus 9 lakhs. Okay. So let me try to put this. So So my 1 lakh balance I have. Still I can able to raise few more sales orders. Let's assume I raised my fourth sales order. Okay. So fair enough. So this is 2 lakhs or else this is 1.5. Okay. Little spillover is there. 1,50,000. So my balance, my total worth of all four sales orders again is, so it is 10 lakh 50,000. Okay, 10 lakh 50,000, additional 50,000. So what is my balance here again? Equal to my credit limit minus my total, equal to, it came to minus. That means he crossed over the credit limit. Whenever he crossed over the credit limit, it should be stopped by the company. Why? Because he is beyond his credit limit. Okay. So how you are going to stop the system? Let's take an example. In this example, you have a wholesaler, distributors, or retailers are there. Like that, he is going to sell a company owned outlet. Outlets are there. That is like, he's going to control some thousands and lakhs of customers across the world. And for them also, he's giving the credit limit. He's giving credit limit to wholesalers. Wholesalers, let's assume that, 10,000 out of 10,000, some if you can say 3,000 wholesalers are there. Okay. So let's assume some 1,000 distributors are there. Another 2,000, another what I would say 8,000 retail, 7,000 retailers are there total out of his total customers. Okay. So in primary sales. So because he is selling to wholesalers and he is selling to distributors, he is selling to retailers, and after that it will go to what I would say direct customers like this. This is one way, or else sometimes he is directly selling to them also. So two way they are doing the business at different regions. It's they wanted to expand it at any cost. So like how they can able to control the total business. When a company get money, then only he can give the quantity. When the my first line customers get money from end users only, he can able to run their business to balance this. So on certain days they are giving, depends on the payment terms, whatever you call, they are giving on credit limits to their distributors and wholesalers. When the credit limit is crossed, your SAP system is going to block automatically, because see, you cannot able to manually maintain this data on Excel. So that's why it's become a dynamic function. So for this, you required a credit pricing engine, we'll call it as. So it is going to calculate dynamically. So with this example, you see first sales order, what do you say? Some uh, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs. So it is crossed. Okay. So I think kept extra zero, it become 20,000. Okay. I'm right. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. So like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, till credit limit it is raised when let's assume, okay. So this 50,000 is there. So yeah, once it is crossed, sales order is blocked. Okay, your fourth sales order is blocked. It is not allowed to create the delivery and billing. So such cases, what it happens? So immediately it will be notify the customer, like, you are deficit of another 50,000. Please pay the amount back, either fully or partially. Let's take an example. This 50,000 is there. If you pay 50,000, you can utilize it. Still, you're supposed to pay another 10 lakhs, the credit limit. Let's take an example. So out of 10 lakh 50,000, he paid certain amount, like, 5 lakhs he paid. Okay. So, what could be my balance? Suppose he paid 5 lakhs. Okay. So my balance will be readjusted, right? After paying. Okay. Readjusted actual balance. So this minus sorry, this minus so what is my consumer limit? It's we'll call it as a credit exposure that we are going to see in system. So like I would like to see what will be my credit exposure. That means how much he's supposed to pay it back out of 10,50,000 minus. Now he paid the check, so he got some profits. Okay, so that means 5,50,000. When it is 5,50,000, okay, so 10 lakh minus equal to 10 lakh minus 5,50,000. So that means again 4,50,000 balance is available. So once he paid, again his credit limit will be readjusted. If he paid total credit limit, then for rising further sales orders, total limit is available. This is how the functionality works. So then we are going to see with this example, you can understand why we have to give the credit limit to customer, why it need to be calculated automatically by using SAP credit pricing engine. So this is all about credit limits. Let's go to the introduction one more time. So now you understand whatever the limit he is supposed to pay, that will be calculated as a credit exposure. That means debt, like let's take an example. You bought a car of 7 lakhs. So every month you are paying thousand. So that is $1,000 out of 7 lakhs dollars. So how you are paying, right, your loan in the similar way in this business, also they are giving the credit limit. So your credit limit, how you are getting from bank to pay your car EMS or home loan EMS, in the similar way, your wholesalers and retailers, it depends on the customers to whom you are going to get operate. It might be sometimes direct customers. You are giving credit limit to run the show of your business successfully. Okay. So next, we're going to discuss what is this credit control area in SAP. Thanks for joining introduction. Let's join for new session again.